Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Imad Khan. I hope you all are doing good. So today we are going to continue with the previous topic, that is data security in Salesforce. So till now we covered org level security, object level security and field level security. Today we are going to learn the record level security in Salesforce. Okay, then let's start. So you can restrict access to records for user if user has object level permission. Like if we given the access to particular user at the object level, but we can restrict at record level. How, we will see in a minute. For example, user can view his own record but not others. Okay, we can manage record level security in following ways. How we are going to manage our record level security using all these four concepts. First one is the OWD, organization wide defaults. Second one is role hierarchies. Third one is sharing rules. And last one is manual sharing. We will see one by one. Okay. So how the flow works? Like in the record level security, it flows from the bottom to top. The most restrictive exit, that is OWD, then role hierarchy, then sharing rule, and then manual sharing. This how this the flow is going. Visibility open ups in Salesforce. You can see in diagram also. Okay. OWD. I will explain with an example after explaining some theoretical part to give some overview. Okay. We'll see each and everything with a demo. OWD basically stand for organization by default, is sharing setting lock down the data to most restricted level. See, in a IWD there are some level. Okay, that is private, public read only, and public read write. So according to our requirement, business requirement, we will restrict the data at each level. Like private, if we restrict the data private, only owner and above hierarchy user can have read write access, and below hierarchy user don't have any access. If we do the access private, only owner will see the record, and the user who are the above in the hierarchy can have the read and write access, and no one can't access the user. That's why it is also known, we will told sometime, the most restrictive level OWD is. Okay. Next one is public read only. Only owner and above hierarchy user can have read write access, and below hierarchy user can have only read only access. The read only means the user which are the lower in the hierarchy, they have only read access, and the above they have read and write both access. Okay. Next one is public read write. Irrespective of role hierarchy, everyone can have read write permission on the records. As simple as that. By default, after creating custom object, OWD access level is public read. Like if you create any custom object, so by default, that Salesforce provide the access level, that is public read write. We'll see with the example in a minute all these things, then you will get more clarity. Okay. Moving to the next topic, next level, that is role hierarchies, which gives access for user higher in the hierarchy. That's I already told you that user can access all the records owned by the user below them in the hierarchy. Like if you are working as the developer and new hierarchy above like your technical lead, architect. So architect can see the record of technical lead and developers record, and technical lead can see all the developer records, and but developer can't see the records of uh, technical leads and architect. That's how role hierarchy work. Okay, role hierarchy work together with sharing settings to determine the levels of access user have to your Salesforce data, like the which users have which level of access. That helps to identify the in Salesforce for identifying the user's level. Okay, going forward to the next topic, next level, our record level security, that is sharing rule. These are the exceptions to OWD. Why exceptions? Because till now we are learning like we use the record level security, OWD, and role hierarchy to restrict the access. But with sharing rule, one can share record with user who don't have access to the records. Like we have any requirement comes in our organization, there are multiple clients, and we want no one have the access of the records, but we wanted to some particular projects, some particular requirements, we wanted to give the access to some users. Then the roles of sharing rule comes. Using sharing rule, we will extend the sharing access to the users. Okay, we can also extend the access in a public groups, roles, or territories. Public groups row is nothing like when we want when we have the requirement to give the access of multiple peoples in a group, then we can create a public group and give the access all the user at a time. Roles I already told you, roles is nothing. Roles is that is what you can do in an organization. Like you are the system engineer, you are the developer, that is your roles. Okay, they grant user who have no access due to the OWD setting. Like I already told you, if OWD is private, because see, data is very critical for every organization. So in that case, we also use the sharing rule. Moving forward to the next level, that is last level of the record level security, that is manual sharing. Okay, it allows owner of a particular record to share them with another user. Like records are shared individually with other user by using the share button on the record. Like I will show you in a minute. In each record there is a button, you can share the record individually. This is not for a large data set. Like if you want to share a single record with a user, then manual sharing helps you for this testing purpose. It can be useful in some situations where you manually want to share a record with another user. Manually, okay? Salesforce manual sharing allows the user to share the record with user who would not have access to the record any other way. Okay? Like if you have some requirement but you can't able to share the record in any way using sharing setting and other, then the rule of manual sharing comes. For testing purpose, you can share the record manually. to the individual user. Fine. Let me jump directly to the demo for all these level step by step. Okay. Yes. Yesterday, while explaining all these concepts like org level security, object level security, field level security, we created a two user. That is, mm, one is test user and another one is that is admin user that I am using. We play all the demo around these two users. Today we also use the same thing. Okay, login with the admin user and test user into browser windows. Okay, like this is our my system admin or and this is the test bar. So you have to check that in test user or you should give the correct email so that you can log in this or in another browser. So you don't need to log in again and again. I have put the wrong email ID, that's why I am not able to log in this test user with this test user in another browser. So that's why I have to log in again and again. Okay, first check that whether test user is able to view record owned by the test user as well as the admin on account object. Okay, you have to check that like this is our test user, log in with that and on account object all the accounts. So you are able to access all the admin record in test user. Like look, you are logged in as a test user, but you will you are getting all the records of admin all. Okay, this is clear. You are getting all the record of admin. Now logged out as a test user and come back to the our main. This is also logged out. Okay, let me just log in again. That's why I told you provide the correct email in the test user so that you can log in incognito mode as a test user, and here you can act, you can control your admin. So that's in that way you don't need to log in again and again. Now what we need to do you have to OW now apply OWD as private on account object. Apply OWD, search sharing setting. Okay, then you will get OWD sharing setting. Here you can see that organization by default, that is OWD. What we have to do, we have to default internal access, we have to do the access private. What? Private. Okay, account and content. We did the access of account is private. Now just click on save. Do the refresh that action is successfully done or not. One or more sharing available initiates see below addition detail. Okay, till now it is public read, right? It will take some seconds to apply that. It's private. Okay, let me refresh again. Now you can see that it is done. Account is private. Now we have to check again that our footage user will be able to view all those records which are owned by the test user. Come again here, search user. Okay, click on login. I already told you how this login button is coming, all the things in the previous session. I will put the description. I will put the link of the previous video in the description. So do check out before moving this part. Now go to the account and click all the records. You can't see any record. Why? Because we did the access of the account OWD is private. Before I show you, all the records are coming of admin in here test in the second user, that is test user. Create a new record of test user. You will you will able to see all the records of test user. Okay, 7, 3, you will see you are getting all the records of admin test a user, but you are not getting the admin records. Previously, yes, I showed you, you are getting that record. Why? Because due to the security of OWD. Now, what we have to do? We have to create a role hierarchy where the test user will be above in the hierarchy for admin user. Now, test user will be able to see the admin on account records again. What we have to do? We have to create a role hierarchy. Till, till now we are not able to view the record of admin. So log out that. In this page, I just wanted to explain one most important things is that most interviewer ask, that is grant access using hierarchies. So for the standard object, it is checked by default. Okay, but for the custom object, you can control this access. There is no custom object in this org, that's why it is not showing, but if you have a custom object, it will be shown under this and you can control this. Okay, so what this means, like grant access using hierarchies means if you create a custom object, if you check this checkbox, it will include the hierarchies, okay, in your records and other operations in Salesforce, and it is by default for standard object. Okay, so we are seeing that, like, what is the requirement? We have a two user. First is system admin, that is Imad, and second user, that is test user I have created for the testing purpose. So as I am as the system admin, I have the access. I can access all the records of in my org, but the test user won't able to access the admin record. So I wanted to give the authority so that test user can access my record. So I want to open up the access for the test user. So for this, we will use role hierarchies. Just search on roles and click on setup roles. Here you can see that there are, like, when you creating the org, we have given this name fresher org. Might be different for your org, but this is by default given by the Salesforce. Like if you are the CEO and CFO, it is given in the form of hierarchies. So what we need to do, I just wanted to I just give the access of the all the records of admin uh, with the test user. I want to share the records. So what here I can do, I can make the CEO to the test user, and above below with the, like I can make the admin user below in the hierarchies, so that our test user can access the admin records. Just click on assign, and here test admin, select the test admin and add. Okay, and click on save. And in the below row CFO, just click on assign, click Imad Khan and add and save. In this way, what we are doing, I am sharing the admin record with the test user. Okay, that's it. Now come to the user and log in with the test user for testing purpose. Click on login. Now you will able to access all the record of admin record in the test queue. Click on the account, search on all the records. Here you can see that all the records are coming. Before that, you are not able to access the record. I think role hierarchy is clear. Now remove the role hierarchy so that we can, what we have to do, remove the role hierarchy so that we can test the record with the sharing rules before applying that. Okay, log out that. In the roles, remove the access. Okay, click on assign, the remove the access. Save. CFO. Yeah. Now test user won't able to access the admin record. We just show you once again. User login accounts record. Okay. Now we'll see how we will share the record using sharing rules. So while login with the another user, I'm logged out again and again with my system admin user. So here I came up with a quick hack that you can do, like search for session management, session setting, session settings, and here you can find one checkbox that is force re-login. Force re-login. Force re-login after login as user. For the security purpose, it should be checked out. Like if anyone is anyone who are trying to log in with your system account, so it will be logged out automatically. But for the testing purpose, what you can do, just uncheck this checkbox. So now if you logged in as a with other user, your system admin will not logged out again and again, so you don't need to log in again and again. Okay. Now it is helpful for me and you also for the testing purpose only. Okay, I'm telling again for the testing purpose only. Now what we need to do, we have to create a owner based sharing rule on account object. Okay, sharing setting. On the account object, okay, account sharing rule, click on new. So sharing rules basically two type, based on the owner and based on the criteria. Owner means like you are the system admin, you are the owner of this, or so based on this, what you want, what is your requirement, you want to share the record, or based on the particular criteria. If you have to share the record based on some criteria, like particular field only, this, if this criteria is met, then my record will be shared to the other user, that thing. So for time, this time, so let me just give the level of this sharing rule, that is account sharing rule. Okay. So we have to create the public group, like this step third is like from where you are sharing the record and whom, select step 4 is with whom you want to share that record. Like in public group we group the multiple user in a single group so that we can share the record easily. Come back here and search public group first. First create the public group. Okay. Create, click on new, click on users, uh, and test admin and add. Okay. Demo public group and click on save. Now again come back here on sharing setting, create the sharing rule for sharing the record of admin with the test user. Click on new account sharing rule, give the name ACC sharing rule. Okay. Now here click the public group that you have created just, and here all internal users from whom, like there are both the users, and from with you are sharing the record all the internal users. Here you can give the access also, like you are sharing the record with the test user, says test user what he can do, he can only read the record or read and write, and opportunity and case access are related to the account, you can give according to as per your requirement. Click on save. Sharing rule is created, you will see here when sharing rule is created. Okay. Now open your test user and test it. Open your user and test it. Click on user. Okay. on account, click on account. Login test user. Login with the test user. Click on account. Give all the password. See, using sharing rule with we share the record of admin record with the test user. Okay. About this, now your admin will not be logged out, but save also. No? Okay. Now what we need to do? Search on sharing rule and delete your sharing rule. Okay. Delete your sharing rule. Okay. Now again test. You will not able to see the admin record in test user. Login the account. So all the record. Now let me just create the criteria based sharing rule. Okay. So on account, you can see that there is one field active. There is one field active. On this basis, I will share the record. Create a came back. Then see now my admin org is not logged out because I have rechecked that checkbox under the session setting. That is quick hack for you all. Okay. Now sharing setting, come under account, sharing rule, create new, ACC sharing rule. This time I will be using based on the criteria. What is the criteria? Active equals to yes. All the record there where the active field equals to yes. And here we have to select the public group, that is demo PG, and save. Okay. Again, log in with the test user and check. Click on the account. Okay. If you here use the filters, add the filter. But if you check 2 to 3 record, all the record active is yes. Okay. The record is shared on only in which active field is equal to yes. Let me show you one or two record of more. Active is yes. Okay. In this way, I have showed you both the method based on the criteria based on the owner. How we will share the record using sharing rule. Okay. Now the last thing is left, that is manual sharing. If you wanted to share the record manually, what we have to do? Okay. Like first logged out with this user so that we can do for manual sharing. Go to the particular record that you wanted to share, like under account object. Go to that record or here sharing. Sharing. You will get this button sharing. Click on that. Whom you want to share this record. Search user. Like I wanted to test user, test admin. I wanted to share this record with the test user. Just before sharing that, just remember the record name. Another thing. Record name is Siraj and phone number is 4444. Okay. Click on sharing button. Test user, test admin. Okay, what here you can provide the access read only, and this case and opportunities are related to the account. That's why it is showing shared with two group of users. Okay, save. Now come here and log in with the test user. You will get that record, Siraj record here. Go to the account object, all account. Firstly, let me just logged out and remove the sharing setting. Let me just delete the sharing rule first. Delete that so that we can verify clearly. Refresh that page. Okay. Now log in with the user, test user. Okay. You can see that the Raj record is there. Manual sharing is used when we can't able to share the record using sharing rules or hierarchies, then we use the manual sharing. You can see all the record is coming using manual sharing also. Okay. What we need to do, just we have to go to that record, any records of that on that particular object, click on that sharing button and share with that particular user you wanted to share. Okay, so that's how I have explained all the concept of the data security in Salesforce, and I covered all the level, that is our level security, object level security, field level security, and record level security in very detail. Okay, so if you are new to the channel, do like, subscribe, comment, and share. We'll see in the next video. Okay, that's